friend Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. Just got done checking out the new release from Primal Fear, and this one is called Code Red. And actually, I almost had to check to make sure this was actually a new release because it seems like I'd heard that title before, but I guess it just wasn't from these guys. I know I've heard that title. I think it was who am I thinking of? Oh, somebody help me out here. Iron Savior, maybe? Yeah, Iron Savior. I think that is who used that title before. Anyway, back to this one. It's Primal Fear. I mean, what are you going to expect from these guys? This is kind of what I thought I was going to get from these guys. You know, it's got Ralph Sheepers on vocals, doing his version of Rob Halford, as he always does. I know there's somebody expecting me to say it, so I might as well just get right out of the gate. You pretty much know that's what you're going to sound like. Although I will say on this one, he's not going for the super high notes like back in the previous, versions of our other albums they've done here. But it's still good stuff. I mean, it kicks in pretty strong with their song "Another Hero." It's just exactly what we would think. It's like, I mean, they get compared to Priest a lot, and it's not just because of his vocals. It's because their songwriting style is very similar to like Painkiller era Priest, and they pretty much don't deviate from that very much. And they don't really do it much on here either. I mean, they got a song called "Bring the Noise," which is not a cover; it's actually an original. Also not an original title. So there's a lot of things these guys do. They do them well. I mean, I like Primal Fear, don't get me wrong, but they're not like the most original band out there. They stick with a lot of the cliches and stuff like that, and this was one that's actually a really good song, but the title's kind of a cliche. And Deep in the Night's a pretty good song too. I like the song "Cancel Culture," although I just felt like the lyrics were just kind of like, I don't know, little like they tried too hard with the lyrics. I don't know, it didn't click really well with me. I get what they're saying, and but I don't know, something was just off with the way it felt with the music, but that's just no personal opinion. I thought "Gods Have Failed" was pretty cool. It was kind of an epic 7-minute song, 7th track, 7-minute song. I guess I don't know if that was planned, but I kind of noticed that. Couple the songs on here. "Steel Melter" was one of them. "Raged by Pain," I mean, that's where I talk about the kind of cliche titles and lyrics. I don't know, okay, whatever. And even "The World on Fire" and their last song in here, "Fearless," were kind of like, I don't know, they're just okay. I mean, they're not. There's nothing bad about them, but they're just kind of like forgettable. I don't know how else to word it. Just nothing extremely memorable about them at all. But that is what it is. You kind of know what you're gonna get. It's definitely not going to be one of their long-lasting albums that people are gonna say is on the top ones you should check out. I don't think this one's probably gonna get better with a more listens or anything like that. Some of the other stuff that Magnus Carlson does, like on the side, I think is actually more entertaining than this, but this is still good. Although I probably won't be listening to this one compared to the earlier stuff. This is actually one of those albums that falls into the category of I want to go listen to the earlier stuff now, which I guess isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not gonna go. It's probably not gonna last in my top 10. I know that I was expecting a little bit more from this, but it is what it is. So anyway, kind of a short review here because quite honestly there isn't a whole lot more to say about this one, except the one thing I did notice is the production on this one does not sound as heavy as like what I'm used to hearing on their older stuff. That might be part of the problem here. I noticed that the drums seemed very, and I know they're not programmed, but they must have been edited like a lot, and I know a lot of bands do that nowadays, but it sounded not human. So, but I know that it is. I know that they're played by a drummer, but they were edited and, you know, fixed so much. It probably used a lot of samples that it just lost all the feel for me, and it didn't seem like the guitars. And it's weird because there's a lot of guitars, and it didn't seem as full and heavy as I would expect from a Primal Fear album. So, and you know, and Ralph just isn't going for those like high notes like he does, and that's kind of metal. I mean, listen to like earlier stuff where he's just like, and he's just killing it. He's punching out. I mean, he's still got a great voice, pleasant sounding for this type of music, very pure and strong, but it's not like as strong as it was. So I mean, I guess that comes with age. I don't know. I mean, Rob Halford's out there still doing it. I know I keep comparing him to that, but that's just kind of like, even he tried to be in a, you know, Priest. He lost the job to Ripper Owens. I mean, they both, you know, were going for the Halford sound, but so that's kind of why I keep bringing it up. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of it. Maybe somebody out there disagrees with what I'm saying and has something they want to point out that maybe I'm missing, or maybe you guys agree. I don't know. Let me know, and you know, in the comments down below as always. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And until next time, we will see you.